I'd like to welcome to the stage the Honourable Dr. Nick Smith now, Minister of Building and Housing and Minister for the Environment. As well as being a minister, Nick Smith has a degree in civil engineering and a PhD from the University of Canterbury. Please welcome the Minister to the stage.
Kia ora, and thank you for the privilege of being able to join you this evening to again and for this 10th year celebrate engineering excellence in New Zealand. I'm in awe of the projects, the people and the innovation. There are three substantive engineering issues on Parliament's plate in the year ahead. The first is RMA reform. We set out as a government in 2009 a two-phase process of amending this law. Our first bill in 2009 set up the Environmental Protection Authority and national consenting process that has seen projects like Waterview, Transmission Gully and the Puhoi motorway be quickly consented. The second phase of reform is more complex, it will be more controversial, but it is equally crucial. I am determined that Parliament next year properly recognise the importance of natural hazard management so we avoid the nonsense of a subdivision consent like at Bexley in Christchurch, giving far more attention to landscape and salmon habitat than whether the area might be subject to liquefaction. I'm also keen to ensure we better recognise in that Act the important role of infrastructure, of well-designed urban environments, that we streamline the plan-making process and that we lift our management of fresh water. The second challenging issue before Parliament is developing an effective, practical and affordable regime for earthquake-prone buildings. I think we can better focus our engineering resources than the current bill on the buildings and the areas that actually pose the greatest risk, and I'm working on amendments to achieve that. There is a huge innovation challenge for the New Zealand engineering profession in developing cost-effective strengthening for the thousands of buildings that are going to be caught up in that legislative framework over the next couple of decades. The third issue is improving the regulation of our engineering profession. I don't think there is anyone here tonight that is satisfied that our complaints and accountability systems have worked sufficiently well in the wake of the engineering failures like those of the CTV building in Christchurch. It's also a legal nonsense that you have to be a licensed building practitioner to design a simple residential home, but anyone can technically design a complex multi-storey building. I'll be introducing new legislation to Parliament next year to fix these anomalies and provide a robust regulatory system so that engineers can step up to the next level. The public accepts that every profession makes mistakes. I want engineers to be known as ones that take responsibility when it is, that shows genuine compassion, and which is relentless in learning from mistakes. Regulation is no substitute for investment in skills. That's why our government has lifted engineering tuition fees by 20% per student and expanded student place numbers to produce an extra 500 graduates per year. I want to conclude by saying I'm excited and confident about the future. We are embarking on a $100 billion investment in infrastructure and construction over the next 3 years in an all-time record. We see it in those strong GDP figures, in the levels of employment in the construction industry, in the building consent data, and in the migration data. My congratulations to all the recipient winners tonight who are contributing their bit for building a brighter future for our country, and now look forward to the William Pickering Leadership and Supreme Awards this evening. Thank you.